is crucial today. Their quarterback is very experienced and a highly recruited player. Their running back, he is young and inexperienced, so look for them to rely heavily on the arm of their QB. The running back will get acclimated as the game goes on, and we'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Golden Bears will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Demon Deacons offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And the Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play fake, Lopez. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Demon Deacons are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback keeps it. There's some room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
If you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. The Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. He's got it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Golden Bears offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here's the running back that will be the centerpiece of the ground game. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. Jaron Chiave Songopolitelli works the middle. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going to run it. Got the first down himself. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on first down from the 43. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Songopolitelli. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. So now it's 2nd and long. Here's Lopez to throw. Plucks it out of the air. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Got it in the middle. It's Hernandez. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little.
Game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing as your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
On the option. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Golden Bears. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Lopez. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
They'll stop him short of the line to gain. Stopped him just short of the 20 at the 19. It'll be 4th down. And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
JKS. Trying to escape and get it himself. Wide open downfield. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start.
False start on offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. He might want another play. Sangapolitelli from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Golden Bears will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Running inside, it's Wiggins. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Flushed out of the pocket. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Sangapolitelli. Under fire. He fires a bullet to the right. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Fires to the right. The short hands, it's strong. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Might have a chance. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Motion from the wideout. Jaron Chiave Songopolatelli zings it complete to the right.
Nobody fooled defensively there. They throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage, hoping to set up some blocks, but on the perimeter, they get beat at the point of attack, and the defense actually creates a negative play.
Wideout trying to get it in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Cal! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag.
And he coughs it up inside the 20. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Fakes to grab. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Throwing, Lopez. Takes the easy one to the back. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Thomas. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Now on first down from the 28. Throwing, Songopolatelli. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. Back to pass. Here's the Heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. With the catch, it's Johnson. There he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they
Pitch a game in a heartbeat, but this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
The Demon Deacons use their second timeout, they'll have one left. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Lopez wants to fire. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun on 3rd down, Lopez keeps looking downfield. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Colorado taking on the Utah Utes. Back now to your game in Winston-Salem. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
JKS. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback gets the first down. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Songapolitelli play action. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Going to get a stoppage here as there's an injured Cal Bear on the field. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
From the gun on third down, Sangapolatelli. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Golden Bears send out the punt unit. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. The pressure is really on to put together a drive here, already down 21-zip. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Johnson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. They're in the gun on third down. It's Lopez. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And the Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Sangapolatelli. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now facing a third and long. Again, it's Sangapolatelli. Makes the grab. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Jaron Kiave Sangapolatelli. He's got it. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Golden Bears line it up with a first and goal. Again, it's Sangapolatelli. Touchdown, Cal. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The play fake, Gio Lopez. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. The give to the single back. Shows him the stiff arm.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He wants to change this route. Throwing Sangapolatelli. Firing to the right, complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Here's the pressure, and it's a sack.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often, because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. On the option, and not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Making side adjustments here. JKS. He's got an open man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a third down play. Sangapolitelli from the gun on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sangapolitelli. Got it. It's a fumble on the play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Fires to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good decision. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all, and that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Going to get a stoppage here as there's an injured Cal Bear on the field. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun on third down, Sangapolitelli. It's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Between the uprights, it's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Clark. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Tackled immediately after the catch. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Looking down the middle. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Sangapolitelli from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Demon Deacons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Foley. First catch of the season for this highly talented wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. Here's a little room there. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. And the Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10.